It's time for another penny hunt. Still got loads to look through, so let's get that tripod put in the right place. It's just there. Grab a handful and get on with it. I'll have a few more than that. Right, let's see what we got. First of all, a thank you. I've had lots of new subscribers in the last few weeks. If you're one of them, thank you very much. And of course, a thanks to my long-term subscribers as well. I watched a coin patrol video and I survived. Obviously, subscribers. Thank you very much. Starting off with a 1907 Edward VII. It's not the best 1907. We do have a better one on that on the board. Right, 1921. King George V. That's Edward's son. 1946 now. For 1946, we're looking for a little dash just to the right of the E up there. No, nothing on that one. Known as the 1946 dot penny. George VI. 1947. Again, George VI. There's another George V. 1917 this time. Edward, another 1907. But I think the one down there is better than that as well. Oh, that's a terrible condition. 1896 Victoria. 1902. Just give that a bit of a clean because we're looking for the tide level, and I can see there. The tide level is where Britannia's legs cross, so that is a common high tide variety. I've got one of those on the board. 1964, Elizabeth. There's a Victoria. 1897. I want to try and find a dot between the O and the N. Something there, isn't there? But I don't think that's in the right place. I'm going to have to go and get mine now. Let's have a look. There's my 1897 dot penny. You can see the dot there between the O and the N. Now this one I've just found. It's got a little mark there, but it's too low down. The dot is quite high up. So sadly, it is not one. No, sadly not. Right, so we've got 1876. Terrible condition. We'll have a little H mint mark under the date there. Just see it. Very faint. Made at the Heaton Works in Birmingham. I've got a better one than that. There's a dirty one. George VI. Can go in the dirty mug. Right. There is King George V. 1921. Oh, that's a foreign one, yeah. Jersey, 1960. So that's to commemorate the 300 years since the accession of Charles II. I've got a better one than that though, I think. 1890. Definitely got a better one than that. There's a 1966, and the last one in the first handful is a 1905 Edward VII. Not much in the first handful. The only thing worth putting on the board is that Jersey one. I think you've probably even got a better one than that there. Let's grab some more. Right, this is part 5. This is video part 5. The links to the other 4 will be below. Okay, 1964. That's a bit tatty, isn't it? There's George, 1945. What we got here? 1999 Victoria. There's a 1963. A little bit dusty. Is that dirty? It's quite grubby, isn't it? That can go in the dirty mug. If you're new to this channel, this is my dirty mug, and what I do, all the dirty coins I find in these hunts, I put in there. I don't like cleaning coins, but other people do, so when that's full, I'll give them all away. Okay, what we got? 1922, look at the trident, and you can clearly see the middle prong of that trident is touching the bead around the edge, which means it's a common one. There's a very rare version where there's a clear gap between the trident, the middle prong, and the bead. I've never found one. Oh, look at that. 1866. Look at that. Right, I need to check my Whitman albums for that one. That could be an upgrade for me. These are my Whitman penny albums. Everything I find in these hunts goes in these albums. Nothing else, from no pennies from anywhere else, only ones I find in hunts. And I'm supposed to prioritise these, so let's have a look for 1866. Yes, I think you could definitely say that that is an upgrade to that. So let's get that swapped over. Right, let's get that one out of there. And replace it with that one. Let's have another look at the obverse. Oh yes, very nice. And we'll swap that. And the one that was in the album, although it's not brilliant, it's definitely better than that one. I can hardly read that, so that's a slight upgrade. Alright, let's carry on. There's Victoria. 1898, not the best. 1917. There's Elizabeth. 65. 1946, have we got a dot there? A dash there? Let's see one. No, nothing there. 1938. Oh, that's not bad for 38. Still got a little bit of lustre around there, look at that. Definitely not been cleaned, you can see with the detail. That's very nice. That's definitely going to be an upgrade for the board, that one. Oh, what's that? Does that say poo? Is that a C, that first one? Cod? Got no idea what that says. Any ideas? I do keep these stamped coins. I don't really know why, but I'll put it over there for now. Right. George V, 1920. Looking for a big gap between the A and the B there for the rare one, but as you can see, that's a common one. 1962. There's an 1890. Not very good. Edward, 1906. What's that? No, just a bit of damage, sadly. 1920. Common one. There's a 1936 George V. There's a 38. That's not as good as the 38 I've just found. 63. There's a 64. Oh, there's a halfpenny there. I thought that felt different. A 1966 shiny one. There's the first halfpenny in this batch. 1929 George V. Last one in this handful is a 65. Okay, there's that nice 1938. So that's a very nice upgrade for that one. And I've noticed this 1922 is better than that one. So I'll swap that. Notice they didn't make any pennies in 1923, 1924 or 1925 because they didn't need any. Just like they're doing with the pennies and 2p's now. They're not minting any because they don't need any. Right. So I'll swap that. And that 1929 halfpenny could go with them. What I'm going to do is carry on with these penny hunts until I have just 4 spaces to fill, whichever 4 they are. And then I'm going to top them up with my own coin, so we'll have a full board. And then I'm going to give them away. So what you have to do is comment on this video, comment on the other 4 so far, and there they are. And the links to those will be below as well. I'm not going to number the videos. It's simply because I get more views when I don't number videos. It's as simple as that. And then what I'll do, I'll pick a video at random, and then I'll pick a comment from that video using the YouTube random comment picker, and the person who made that comment will get everything down here. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we'll just keep going until there's just 4 left. There's probably going to be quite a few more videos just from this batch alone, and I have got another batch on the way, but from a different supplier, so we'll never know what's in there. Right, let's get another handful. Oh, come on, right, getting clumsier. Right, 1908. There's 4 different varieties, known varieties of the 1908. It's very common, each one is very common, and the subtle differences are very hard to see on worn coin, so I don't really comment on that. I might make a video about it. Right, 1947. There's a 1945. Looking for the double 9. But again, as I said before, you can't really see unless you clean all the gunk around the 9. And I'm going to search through all my 1945 sometime. Okay, there's a 1962. 1927. There's an Edward. 1904. Still want that 1902 low tide for Edward. 1905 there. No, just it's like a pen mark on there or something. Without pen mark. Yeah, I think that's all that is. 1931 anyway. There's a 1921. Oh, the George V. 1914. 1944. 1927. Oh, look at that. South African penny. 1 penny from South Africa. George VI Rex Imperator. So we've got South Africa there. And then South Africa. That's my Afrikaans accent there. The ship, the Dromedaeus. I think that's the first South African one I've found in this hunt. 1938. Very nice. That's going on the board. Right, we got, oh, that's horrible, isn't it? 63, 62. That's definitely going in the dirty mug. And I missed. Come here. Wants to run away. There we go. Okay, George VI. 1939. 1920. Oh, 1926. Hallelujah. We need one of those. Look at that. 1926. Right, now we've got to check whether this is a modified effigy or not. The king's effigy or portrait was slightly modified in 1926, but on these circulating coins it's very hard to spot. But the easiest way to find out is look at the colon between the Gra and Brit, and it's pretty central between the A and the B. Right, let me go and get a modified effigy one. This is the modified effigy variety, so let's zoom into that colon. There you can see that colon is not central, it's almost touching the A, so let's compare them. There we are. Now this one I've just found here, you can see the colon is practically central, and in the modified effigy, as I said, it's almost touching that A, so that's the first thing to look for, easiest thing to spot I think. Now they're not terribly hard to find, you've probably got one and don't even know it. And in this condition you'd probably get one for around £12 to £15. Right, let's put that over there. Okay, but this one was just the common one, wasn't it? 1926, but it's going on the board. 1936. Oh, there's a nice 38. Is it nice? It's not, is it? It's been cleaned. Oh, I can tell by the edge. Look, they didn't even bother polishing the edge. So they polished the coin, heads and tails, but not the edge. Oh, that's horrible. That's going in. The dirty mug. Oh, I hate those polished coins. Right, 1936, and the last one in this handful, a 1945. There, at last, is the 1926 that can go down there, and that gives us another bingo line. And the 1938 South African penny can go there. Right, let's get some more. Okay. There's a 1911. Is it the hollow neck variety? No, it's not. 1945. There's a 1908. 48. 1899, Victoria. 1913. 1919, is there a mint mark on that one? No, something there, but it's just a mark, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Very next one is definitely a mint mark. It's a 1919 H. Is that any better than the one on the board, though? I'll have a look. Now, we've got a 1938. 39. Oh, there's a 1949. It's not bad, but I think the one on the board's slightly better. There's a 1940. And that's got a double line above the date, so that is the more common one. You can get them with single lines, slightly harder to find. There's a 1905. Another 1905. Oh, 62. Oh, what's that? Looks like it's got some kind of... So something's been laying on top of it. Oh, that's a shame. It's like a bit of glue or something. It'll probably come off, actually. Bit of a stain there. I might put it down there. Right, 1938. 1920. Common type. 1912. There's no mint mark on that one. Nope, no H mint mark on that. There's an Edward 1902, and straight away I can see it's a high tide. Common one. 1930. Oh, I thought there was another mint mark on that 19, but I don't think it is. It's not, is it? No. Just some kind of bit of dirt, probably rub away. Right. 1917 and 1906. That don't look too bad. That's probably better, so I might upgrade that. At 1962, I'll put it with that one because that bit of glue, it just might come off. The 1906 is definitely better. Where was it? Than that one, so I'll upgrade that. And the 1919 with the H mint mark is slightly better, so I'll replace that one. How long have I been going in this video? 17 minutes. Okay, we'll do some more. Let's dig deep. A few more. Okay, let's go. 1964. There's Victoria. 1865. Not that good, is it? I don't think it's any better. There's a dirty 65 straight in there. Now we've got 1947. George the 6th. 1928. Is that Victoria? It certainly is. 1893. Yeah, 1893, but it's definitely not better than the one on the board. Got quite a good 1893 on there. 44. There's a 1919. All together now? No, mint mark. Okay, George the 6th, something in his ear. 1945. There's a 1905. 1902, but no, look at that. High tide. 1902. There's a 1916. And that looks like a recessed ear to me. Certainly is. So that means we will have a broken tooth up there. Oh yeah, you can see that. See that tooth that's broken in half? Straight at the top there. I'll just see whether that's any better than the one. We've got one, but it might be a bit better. 62. There's a 66. There's another 1902 there. Edward, another high tide though. There's 62. Oh, I'm dropping them. 63. Oh, look at that. 10 centimes, French. So that's going to be Napoleon III. Yeah, Napoleon III. 1856, that's one of the best condition ones I've found, I think. Look at that. Not bad at all. And what was the mint mark on there? W. W mint mark. Oh, that's a nice find. 27. There's a 1914. Actually, that might be better than the 14 on the board because that is pretty terrible. So I'll upgrade that as well. That's just some damage there on the King's Head. 1913. There's a 1905. 1937. King George VI. There's another 19... Is it a 2? Oh no, it's a 7. 1907. Not good. There's George VI. 1937. Oh, look at that. Another George III. George III halfpenny. That's the third one I found in this hunt. One went in the dirty mug because it was terrible. Can I get a date off that? Oh, yes. 1806. There's a bit of cruddy stuff around the 8 and the 1. Might be clean off, but oh, it's not bad. It's the best one so far. I do find a lot of these in hunts. They were massively minted. But that's a nice one. Well, quite nice. Right, George V, 1926. Let's have a look at that. No, the colon's in the middle between the Gras and the Brit. So that's not a modified effigy, but it might be in better condition. Need to check that. 44. Oh, there's a 1911. A bit of damage up there anyway. It's not the hollow neck anyway. Well, there's a halfpenny from 1947. The golden hind on there. And the last one in this handful is a 1937. Okay, a few to add. That 1916 recessed ear was that top one. So that's slightly better. What's this one in my hand? Oh, that 1914. Yeah, that was pretty terrible condition. Yeah, look at that. That's definitely better. There's that other Napoleon III, 10 centimes. That's quite a nice one. We'll add that. And this 1806 George III penny. No, halfpenny. Sorry, it's a halfpenny. So that can go there. And this 1865, even though it's not a good one, it's certainly better than the one on the board. So I will replace that. And I mustn't forget the 1947 halfpenny. Okay, that wasn't too bad, was it? Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. There's a little bit more information on the 1926 penny there, the modified effigy, if you go and have a look at that. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'll close that up for now.